Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Hot Dad Radio. Derek, just before we hit record, said,
Yeah.
wait, do I want to appear partisan? Yes, Derek, please support your wife through this interview process.
Okay.
Just a quick
Just making sure.
life. No, not this isn't even just for you. This is sometimes when we talk to the whole audience, the future, posterity, children, grandkids. Support your partner, especially when they're running for politics, even if you don't agree.
Yeah.
They're doing it, you're not. You don't get to complain until you try yourself.
That's true.
Specifically politics. That's a weird thing that I have. Sorry to diatribe right out before we get into it. But Natalie, you're able to talk on this because you are actually running currently. But I have a lot of friends who like to give their feedback with zero context on how it actually works. And I'm just like, okay, prove to me that you've taken a poli-sci class or have run for anything. And then we can get into how it works.
It is interesting to see how many folks think they know what happens behind those curtains. And I would have to say kudos for even pretending and trying, because there are some folks that just say, oh, I'm apolitical. And I think that's not actually possible. So
you exist, right? You can't be okay, anyways.
it's a privilege. It's a privilege, I suppose.
That's a very good way to put it. Yes. To be, what would we call that? A privilege to be not focused? No, I can't even think of a good way out. Derek, come on, help me out.
It's like it's a privilege to be that oblivious.
Yeah, there we go. That's a nice way of saying it.
Ignorance is bliss, they do say.
Truly.
They've been saying that.
Once or twice, I've heard.
They've said it.
Sorry, this is not for the interview portion. But Natalie, you have an incredible polite laugh. The difference between the two, and it's so good. It's practice. Not many people do.
That's years of being a trainer and being in the audience of folks that need that laugh.
Very much appreciated.
I need it.
Always, babe. Always.
I have it to the point I need it to where I just recorded Derek's voice. So if I ever just need it, even if he doesn't laugh, I just get to just press the button that I have of him saying stuff.
When we first started dating, Josh, do you remember a bar called Chili Palmer's that was on? Yeah. Okay. So I don't know why we would do this, but we would take Cards Against Humanity, like right when Cards Against Humanity first came out, and we would take it and play it like at a table at Chili Palmer's with like friends, and like Derek's laugh would get like the guys would come out of the kitchen to be like, what is going on here?
What is happening?
He has a great laugh.
Oh God, it is iconically good.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, quite literally.
Try.
That should be like my alarm clock.
It's a good one. He's got a whole soundboard of me saying all kinds of stupid, crazy stuff.
Oh,
he's got a big dick.
What?
Rat. There's another one.
Fucking rats are getting into it.
Lots of things.
All the things.
I mean, for everybody, here's Matt.
Hello, clown.
So, and this is whenever Derek's brother comes on the show.
You're a bitch, Darren. Get off my property.
Yeah. Sorry, Darren.
Had a lot of those saved. Has Derek told you, and the only reason I ask this is because sometimes our running bits like live and die in the time that we're streaming, and like there has been many times where one of us has referenced something that we did here, and then the others were just like, what? Has Derek ever brought up what he perceives to be your opinion of our pirate radio show?
He has, and I would like to set the record straight because
I'm giving you that option right out the gate.
Yes. All right. Thank you for letting me have this platform and to use this opportunity to say I think what you guys do is great. It is usually just very far past my bedtime. And so I'm not unsupportive. I'm just a sleepy girl.
I knew it. I knew. I was like, maybe she does hate us.
No, I love you guys on an individual basis. I love you guys as a group. I love that this keeps them off the streets on Friday nights. Like, I love everything about it.
You found our secret ulterior motive.
Yes.
You said the secret word. Keeping Derek up the streets on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The mean streets of Lebanon, Tennessee.
Crime money.
Oh yeah.
Also, Derek has many times brought up that it is Lebanon.
Yes.
Lebanon. What level of Nevada is it out there? Like people yell at you if you say it wrong?
Gosh, I don't know that I've attempted to say it incorrectly in front of a native or a local.
Smart.
There's a lot of concealed carry that goes on around here. And so we definitely just try to be as kind to our neighbors as possible.
Yeah, great neighbors. Derek's told me all about like fun stories and like it makes me happy because like Tennessee, funny maybe in a good or bad way, doesn't necessarily have like an image outside of Nashville country music, and then it's like I don't know what else. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no, I mean, Michigan Motor City, and then the kind of word ends for some people. But like, how would you, as people who have moved to and experienced it over the past 5+ years, describe like what makes Tennessee Tennessee?
I think one of my favorite stories from when we very first moved here, my best friend, Corinne, who you know, we've been on vacations together. She came down to visit for the first time. So we moved here like mid-February 2021, and then she came mid-March 2021. It was still like height of COVID. She drove down. And so I was determined to we weren't going to go out a ton because she didn't, she works in the healthcare industry. And so I was like, Derek, we need a lot of champagne. Please go to Aldi and get like the $3 champagne because we're going to be making mimosas. And he is a great husband and he ran to the store to get it. I think probably because we could not drive. And he comes back and he's like, man, everybody in that store wanted to know like where the party was, just like to make chit chat, right? Like people here love sort of having conversation, I think, which it's kind of tough for me because I've never been at like an idle chit chat kind of gal. But I feel like it comes from a place of like true, like genuine curiosity of like people are just like, hey, what's going on? And they also just want to be friendly, which is nice.
There's a ton of that in like even some small town communities where it's like, this is what I have to suggest finding what your question is to break past the weather, sports, shit like that, where it's like, because if you figure out what your one question is, you could like unravel like the mysteries of the city based on how different people ask it.
Yeah, I gotta say though, because like I feel like what I think the big sort of like unifier is in talking with strangers is sports. Like I'm a big sports gal, right? And I feel like most folks have a team that they're passionate about. And I learned like the very wrong way. Somebody was wearing a baseball cap with a C on it. And I was like, yes, Cubs. I'm a huge Cubs fan. And I think he had asked, he's like, how are you today? And I was like, I'm good. Even better if that C stands for Cubs. And he goes, it stands for cavalry. And I go, Calgary, like Canada? And he goes, cavalry, like Christ. And I was like, oh, yeah, fan of his too, I suppose. And I was like, all right, maybe I need to be a little more careful about assuming Cubs fandom.
Hold on. I'll just swap out real quick. Do a little Cubs hat.
Yes. All right. Look at you.
Making old throwback.
Love it. Absolutely love it. That's my sister's favorite logo. My favorite logo is the bear that's like standing, leaning on the bat.
I do like where it's the full bear though.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, you moved to with your teams already. So I was gonna say, yeah, become a real big Titans fan, real quick.
Believe it or not, Josh, no. But they certainly play so well that they've earned themselves a giant new stadium here that's almost done. I think it'll be ready for the 2027 season. So
I'm sorry.
The Titans?
Yeah.
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 You know what? Happy to have their coach, though. I'm a Patriots fan, so thanks, Vrabel. Glad you came back to us. Working out well. Sorry that you're going through your own personal stuff right now. Hashtag don't have an affair.
I was going to guess, but
yeah, it's alleged. It's all alleged, and whatever. We don't know what his agreement is with his partners and stuff, so we won't judge.
Okay, I'm gonna let you. I mean, if you need time to think about it, please feel free. But let's let you get out in front of any skeleton in your closet. Nat, what's your one biggest hot take?
Ooh, oh gosh, my biggest hot take.
And you can think about it for a sec too. Derek, give me one of yours in the shorty. Derek's got some hot takes. Personally, the last the two, Derek and Ryan hate this take of mine, but like Beatles, overrated.
Oh, I have friends that would agree with you.
They're fine. They're great. They're entertaining. Try to watch a stage show and see if they move more than 2 feet.
But couldn't you no, I guess I was going to say you shouldn't move back then, but Elvis moved, so I get it.
Jagger moved.
Oh, Derek knows what my biggest hot take is. This is very controversial.
Which, I mean, depends.
So I'm a science girly. Okay. I believe very deeply in science. My dad is a scientist, and he, brought us up to be very curious. I'm a very curious person, but my hot take is about CTE. And I think that because we don't have the ability to diagnose CTE unless the person is already deceased, we have no way of knowing if they didn't start with some level of brain incapacitation that led to them making choices to be in situations where then they would be hit more often. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, that does. You're absolutely, I totally follow that thread there.
Yep.
Where it's like, sometimes it literally could be bashing the head over and over and over again. And sometimes it could be something pre-existing that led you to become someone who is okay bashing your head over and over.
And I think it's actually I think it's more likely that one. Like, there has to be something that makes you say, I choose a profession where I get beaten all of the time.
There's that line of where it's like everyone wants to be a specialty position, and then all of a sudden positions are given and then they're never asked again. So I wonder, it's somewhere in there where it's just like, no, you're a big boy, you're a lineman. It's like, or I could work out and become a running back. Like, I could.
Sign me up for second string kicker. I will be fine.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that switch in my brain that's like, cool, hit me.
Yeah. That's, we can have my mom on. She deals with that both from the elementary level and business.
And I know, certainly, the more often you get rattled that hard, it gets worse and worse. But I think, we're not in a boxing ring because we're like, that would be bad.
That wouldn't work for my lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah. It's funny though, there's that line of people who I think are penchant to it. I didn't have a chance to excuse me. Let me die real quick.
No, don't do that.
I ran track all the way. Oh, I sound like RFK. Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no. I do. I think I have your address on my Christmas card list. If we need to send an ambulance, let me know.
I'm good. Okay. Maybe.
You're good. You got it, buddy?
All right. Yeah. I ran track from 6th grade. Yeah, I was like, wait, can I swallow? Yeah. I ran track in 6th grade through high school. Not to knock on fucking wood, but like, it was quite good and got a lot of records that still exist to today. And then when I went to college, didn't have access to a track team, a person who would facilitate me to run sprint level exercises to keep me fit. So I
Yeah.
got fat. And then I was just like, oh, well, it was a team sport. What can I go play? The only team sport that I could quickly join that really didn't have that hard of tryouts and had a shit ton of running in it was rugby. And I was just like, oh, I've never considered it. I'll go play some rugby. Grabbed my cleats, went, I just auditioned. Tried out, got on the, it was a club level sport. So it was easy-ish to get on, second, third string. Was good because I was fast. But then, like, very first practice, hit so hard. Like, so hard. And I was like, all right, well, that's it. I'm out. And it was very much like I can do that if that doesn't happen again. What do I got to do? They're like, kick. I was like, okay, great, fine, let's go. That's the very.
When it comes to women, like rugby and roller derby are the two that I'm like, man, I could not.
So now we have to study the line of demarcation separating Adela and my brain.
Yeah.
We're basically the same person up to the point where no thanks, don't hit me, and Adela roller derby all day. So I'm sure there's an easy split test there somewhere.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's I had never considered that. That's a good hot take. From like the
problem is though there's like literally no way to prove or disprove it. So
see, but it gives you something to talk about.
That's true.
That's a real.
That's true. And Derek gets so mad when I bring it up.
That's a toughie though, because like you're totally right. There's literally no way to prove it either way. So both are true until Schrodinger comes through. Like
true.
Derek, what's your hot take? Give me like a new one.
I know. I was trying to think about that. Man.
He really is not okay with white pants after Labor Day, even though it's been proven time and time again that it is a little bit of a blurred line.
That's a really big one for me. That bothers me a lot. And that's not
I have to be like, Derek, this is a winter fabric. It's a winter white. And he's like, no.
That bothers me a lot.
You can talk to my previous colleague and actually all of our previous colleagues, Jay Alexander, who talked very well about color blocking, monochrome, and white was a big for Christmas around.
Thank you. I was always, I went to college in Charleston, South Carolina.
Derek, for those listening, Derek's just shaking his head violently. Sorry.
No, it's just, I was a young adult in the time where like, there was a very uniform, like going out outfit. And it was, your black pants. And usually if you wanted to get fancy, you would also wear a black top. And I was always like pushing the envelope wearing my winter white. So maybe that's my CTE. It's like a color thing.
Interesting. So at one point, when I joined 6 p.m., definitely did a social post about the history of why people did and didn't wear white after Labor Day. And I genuinely remember the post ending in like, it's got racist origins, but make up your own mind. And it was a little bit of that like, and at that point they had me vet stuff from them. But,
they're like, we're going to need to see your copy before it goes
well, like the origin is the Labor Day. Those who had new money were able to take summer breaks and leave the city and wear all white clothing. They wouldn't get dirty.
Yeah.
That's why you don't wear white after Labor Day. It was a separation between new wealth and the working class.
Yep.
And it's one of those like, it's a fun little history piece of it. But Derek, why do you hold to the tradition? I know it's nothing to do with that, but why do you like the tradition? Because they're all personal.
I just think that rules is rules, and especially when it comes to white pants. I don't like white pants as it stands, just because they're very messy.
Agree.
It's they're unnecessary because of how messy they get. Regardless if you take care of them, it's just a thing. So they're just always a pain in the butt. So when I see them, I'm like, they're gonna get mustard on them. What are they doing? Oop, there goes the cranberry sauce.
You're like,
It's all over there.
where did this mustard even come from? We're at church.
So yeah, like that's kind of my
chili
thing.
dog. No, I get it. Specifically in when you couldn't dress to wear a coat when you went out in Michigan in winter to a party, collegiate level for sure. So we went to an all white party, clothes all the way through. Fucking, there's got to be a way to phrase that. Whites only doesn't work either.
No, I get it.
White clothing party.
A white party.
Apparel.
Okay.
Gathering.
Oh God, I don't like any of these. But that was when I literally got a pair of white denim, wore them, and then had I got home and the back behind the heel was just.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Like slush and mud, and I was like, nope, like not again. So
yeah.
I haven't had a pair since then, but that was
many years ago.
Year round, feel free.
It was tough.
White denim on a guy is.
But then you look at the Backstreet Boys, and they do it so well.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's fine. And these days, I don't think people are wearing as much white denim. I don't think there's actually a whole lot being produced these days.
Yeah,
like there used to be. So
I have a hot take from when I existed in the era that we're talking about,
mm-hmm.
2000s. People called themselves metrosexual, but
it
was something that was both internal and had to match external. So people would say, "Oh, I'm metro," and I'd be like, "You're a lumberjack. Like, I don't. What do you want? Like, you're not. You don't got eyeliner. You're not. You haven't shaved your eyebrows." Like,
oh, so you think to be metrosexual, you have to it's a level of skincare.
Any part of it that could root itself in I woke up and rolled out of bed and looked this good was immediately not metro. That
fair.
Was layer of
yes. Okay.
So there'd be those guys that would have a pop collar and wear glasses and would just fluff their hair and be like, "I'm metro." It's like, no, you're not. You're athletic, but you're not hitting it. You have to show that you're trying. That's how you unlock.
No, let's just get rid of the labels, right? Don't worry about it.
And just to reiterate, this is a hot take I had from 2002. Leaving high school or leaving 8th grade and going into high school.
Fair.
And wasn't metrosexual? Wasn't that all marketing for that brand anyway? Metro Park that sold all the stuff like the Ed Hardy and all that.
I've never.
Oh.
Do you remember that brand?
I don't. No, that was.
They were huge in LA, and then they had one in Vegas at the Planet Hollywood, but they ended up going bankrupt because it was right when all the big denim brands were going out of business, and nobody was paying their bills.
There was a split in men's bisexual gay fashion where there were those who rolled out of bed and looked good, and then there were those who put in the work to look good, and you kind of leaned into either one of those tracks. And if you put in work, you were metro. If you rolled out of bed, you were just kind of shaggy dog, athletic, whatever that second layer. You're totally right. I'm hearing all the label talk right now, but
no, I get where you're coming from.
This is that's so funny. Okay, maybe here's a hot take. I kind of appreciate them because as a bisexual polyamorous white hetero looking man, it just helps me hopefully shortcut combos. It never does. It makes them so much longer. But that's what I wish that they did.
Fair.
So that's the only reason I want to be famous. I have no desire for wealth or money or stuff like that. I want people to know who I am when I walk in a room and I don't have to tell everybody. That's my dream.
Oh.
I don't want infamy though. I want them to be oh.
I'm there are ways, Josh. There are ways.
I know. Yeah. I saw it when you said that. I was like, let me think.
It's pretty easy to do actually if you think about it.
Yeah. Oh, guys. I'm getting a call. Sorry, the NRA heard that and they wanted to.
Nope, it's Second Amendment rights, Josh.
I'm gonna hang that one up. Yeah, okay. So I hear it in my own head. Apologies for labeling, not my intention. It just helps me sort my chaotic brain.
You know what? We age and we learn, and that's all there is to it. Like,
Did
I
young
used nomenclature I should not have, probably, as a wee baby,
Oh, of
and
course.
now I know better.
Yeah. Huh. That's tough. Especially in like I've been recording audio since 2015, like personally
Oh
2017
man,
like
it's rough.
publicly. And like I'll go back every once in a while and I'll just hit random on an episode and I'll be like, oh no.
Oof.
I
I
get
mean,
enough into it where I'm just like, no, the posterity covers some of this, but
but I mean, even have you ever gone back and watched like Friends? Like,
oh, of course.
it's problematic,
Oh,
but
Cheers.
oh,
Friends.
Cheers? As bad as
Sorry.
some of them?
Yeah, I think Cheers isn't like Seinfeld level. Sometimes they were an accident, sometimes they were on purpose.
Full on
Yeah.
Puerto Rican Day Parade that you can't even watch anymore unless you have the DVDs.
Yep, that level on Cheers.
Mm,
Friends is tough. That's another one. We're just like,
Great show.
wow, they don't
Sometimes.
appreciate anything.
also like it gave like an entire generation this wildly unrealistic view of what life living in New York City could be, and
Yep.
I feel bad for folks that went and they're like, yeah, like
I'm gonna make it just like Chandler.
you've met my friend Julie, Josh, right? We
I
used
do.
to, yeah, okay. So she lived in New York for a long time,
Mhm.
and I mean, I think she lived in like a 300 square foot apartment in Alphabet City. And that and that was like a big deal. And it was expensive. It was like $3,500 or something crazy. Yes, Derek.
Location. Holy crap.
No, it was pretty hood over in her by her house.
But she was 2 stops away from beauty.
I
We
mean,
were paying
man,
for her or something.
I'm like, that's a lot of rats. It's rats.
You want to know why there's rats? Because they put garbage on the street. Okay.
Oh god.
Hell, fucking rats are getting into it.
Oh.
I had that one timed out perfectly.
Dude, that was perfect.
They're getting everything. Yeah, that's jeez.
Well, yeah.
Wait, how did we get to rats?
We're talking about New York,
Thank you.
Yeah, New York.
Oh.
which is not my favorite city. I am a Chicago girl through and through.
I absolutely enjoy visiting New York. I think I would have a hard time living there.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I agree. I will go for a week. I'll go for 10 days fashion week and enjoy it all. Absolutely. And then I'm ready to go home.
I want to go see the Christmas tree, have some roasted chestnuts, come right on home.
What's the like one piece of Chicago that you like more than New York? Because for me, it is the just local transportation.
Absolutely. The public transportation in Chicago is fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, we put our garbage in an alley, not right on the street. That's also amazing. I would. I mean, it's hard to even. It also feels so much more accessible. Like, I feel like New York comes with this sort of like
this is your neighborhood.
superiority
This is
complex,
stay.
where Chicago's like, have a hot dog. Like, we're good.
Hot take incoming.
Yeah. That's all. That's funny.
Got a hot take coming.
Well, then, okay. What does Tennessee do? What does Lebanon do over Chicago?
So I am not an outdoorsy person. I want to be very upfront about this. I'm not trying to market myself as an outdoorsy person, but Tennessee does have some of the most gorgeous nature. So it's known for like so many hikes that you can go to waterfalls, and the Smokies are beautiful. Illinois is flat. Okay. There's not like,
and windy.
well, Did you know, Josh, and I'm sure you do, that it's not called the Windy City because of the wind? It's called the Windy City because there's more politicians per capita than any other city, and they're big old bags of wind.
Did not know that. I genuinely thought it was all of the people that sail.
It is also very windy. I've been lifted up off of my feet when you get like that, it gets between the buildings and all the things. But yeah, no, it's Chicago has like extra layers of local government, and so
Derek has to like tie on your belt and hold you.
Yes. Well, I was definitely a little lighter back then, so I probably wouldn't have a hard time now as much.
We're rooted. That's what it is. My
yes,
sister
I'm
lives
harder to kidnap.
Aw, that's so helpful context. I like that. Next time the doctor says lose weight, I'll be like, no, trying to take me?
Look it up, Jamie.
My sister lives in Chicago. She lives, I think, towards Wrigleyville, and she sails out of the Chicago Yacht Club. And there are many races that happen in Lake Michigan, especially one of the more famous is the Chicago to Mac.
Yes,
Mackinac
Island.
Yes. It's like a week-long race. And so I genuinely was just like, oh, sailboats, Windy City, cool. I don't think I ever looked it up.
No, yeah. That was weird for me when I first moved there because I grew up on the Long Island Sound, but it's like an ocean, right? And then I was like, okay, lake. And then you go and you're like, oh my God, you can't see across it. This is insane. But then it freezes. It like literally freezes in the winter. It's so cold there.
Oh my God. I moved in January
Crazy, man.
in 2020. And then it was like -4 the day I moved in. No, 2019, excuse me. And it was like, oh my God. I was like, what have I done? This is so bad.
It's extreme. It's extreme. But so is Vegas, both ends of the spectrum.
Born and raised in Michigan, ended up in Vegas after that. So I was just on the other side of the other side of the state.
And now you're in the most temperate climate in all of the United States.
Yes.
There you go.
To the point where
well
I
done.
forget what weather is. Like I had the experience, the joy, the insanity inducing living in Vegas where there's no clouds, blue every single day, hot. So they all run together.
Yes.
And now I'm in a similar experience where it's every day 70 and nice. Even when it's cold out, it's still 70. It's just somehow cold.
I say that all the time, that 70 in Chicago is different than 70 in Vegas is different than 70 here in Tennessee. Like here in Tennessee, 70 just feels great. Yeah. Chicago, if it's your first 70 after the winter, you're like you called in sick that day. You're on a patio having some, old styles. You're wearing shorts and open-toed shoes. Yes. And then in Vegas, I saw a picture. I think it was like one of those memories on Facebook. It was yesterday, but it was reminding me of 2013 going to see the Zappos Corporate Challenge flag football team play at Desert Breeze Park.
Yeah,
and we were in Northeast jackets, like shivering. And I'm like, it was April in Vegas. It had to have been at least 70. This is insane.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was driving to work today, and there's a guy quite literally in like short bike shorts and a tank top next to a woman in like pants, a North Face zip up, and a hat. And I was like, what is happening?
It's that one person that had that's like from Chicago, and they get one probably, good where they can wear shorts all the time, and then next year they're gonna freeze.
I did get talked to by my first boss at Zappos in November. She pulled me into a room and shut the door, and she's like, you got to stop wearing flip-flops. It's November. And I was like, it's 80 degrees. And she's like, it doesn't matter. Stop wearing them. And I was like, noted.
Natalie, it's because they smell. Nothing.
No. No. They were Sanooks. Of course they did not smell.
No, you said Tom's, I would know you were lying.
Mm-hmm.
come up.
Good
Quick,
times.
That was a hot take. Not even a hot take. I used to hate when people would wear Toms and then with the bootcut jeans. That really bothered me.
Toms and bootcut jeans. Wow, I never even did that.
Oh, are you talking
That's
about the
a
Toms,
look.
like the fabric ones that look like they're sort of like wrapped around your foot?
Yeah,
Like
they
ballet
were
flats
really
for men.
Yeah.
yeah. They were tough. Lots of people used to do that, and I'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Lots of
You
people would also wear their
have just
Toms with no
very
sock.
Derek has strong denim thoughts like across the board.
Oh, and the same thing with flip flops
true.
and
Yes.
denim. That
You
really
hate
chaps my
flip
grinds my
because my
gears.
sister wears that like exclusively,
Oh, it just gives
bootcut
me the
denim and
heebie-jeebies.
flip flops. And Derek's like,
Is it the flip flop that Derek? Hold on, really quick. I'm with you here. Is it the flip flop that has the thong in between your big toe and your second toe?
of course.
Fucking hate those. Sorry, that it absolutely will never ever wear those ever.
So you're a
rubs the
slide
inside of my
guy.
toe. I'm a slide guy, and if you even come at me with that, like even when I go get my nails done, when I go get a pedicure, I'm just like, I'm barefooted. They're like, no, put this on. I was like, no.
Fair. All right. All right.
It's so weird in there.
All right.
Slides, or you just hating thongs?
I mean, that's like if you're a hippie, okay. If you're like a heady bra or a heady cis bra or whatever your gender, and you're heady, then yes, that's fine. But flip flops are never fine. Maybe, I mean, for gals, it's fine. But like bootcut, that's just where I draw the line. And like men should never wear flip flops with jeans, like ever.
I feel like I agree with you. I've seen it done.
We've seen it done by our old chief financial officer at a company, at a fashion company we all worked at.
Dude, I had a talk with him.
And a tight shirt, so it kind of worked. If they're baggy, that's weird.
I'm like, dude, you gotta quit.
Please,
especially you're wearing Rock Revival. Those aren't even cool anymore. Like, dude, it's like 2014. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
So, anywho,
but now they're like vintage, right? That'd be cool.
Rock Revival?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not in the game.
Where? Oh man, I found it. It popped up on my flashback on my Snapchat. You guys remember when I did Snapchat for the company that we both worked at?
Isn't the whole point of Snapchat that they disappear? Why is it flashing back to you?
If you have stories, those were public, and then they were 24 hours, but you could still, keep them and watch them again.
Interesting.
I found one that was, oh man, it's our coworker Ned through a telescope across the street, talking to somebody who is like,
I wonder who that was.
Well. You remember Ned?
We love Ned. We just saw Ned.
Oh, what?
Yes.
He just donated to the campaign, in fact.
He did.
Oh, incredible.
Quite the sum.
How is he?
Even though we don't see quite eye to eye politically, he's been very supportive. So.
Oh, that makes you so happy.
Yeah.
Please tell him I say hi. Please
of course.
tell him I say hi. Yeah. That is one of those individuals who, like, looking back on my career, subconsciously impacted me so much.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Just the way he talked to people, the way he was a good dude, the way he got shit done.
Yes.
Like, oh. And then
that fanny pack. Never without the fanny pack.
So
always with the pen. Always prepared.
With the bowl and the fork and spoon.
Yeah, that's it. Always eating.
The same wooden bowl.
We're having a good time. We had a good time.
He was a great guy. Are you kidding? No, I love Ned. He's great.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Once I gathered a bunch of people, and Manish was going to pie him in the face for his birthday. No, just shove a big cake in his face for his birthday. And Manish comes around the corner with the cake, ends up running into him and throws the cake across the room. And then it was one of those like, yeah, perfect. Ned, everybody. Happy birthday, Ned. Derek, checking in. How we sounding? We sounding good? Good. Okay.
You sound really good when you're real close to the mic and when you're animated.
Thanks, bud. You gotta get loud. I'm back here.
What about me?
I mean, you sound good where you're at. You don't need to talk that close. We set it up to where
that sounded like a whole different person.
Good. Yeah. a good amount of space between your mouth and the mic.
Perfect. All right, now we know we're sufficiently warmed. We have been recording for a little bit, or streaming live, but I think what I want to do is, all right, we're at about 40 minutes. Would you be cool with if I just like run through a bunch of questions? And these don't have to be hella long, too, Natalie. They can just be like, "This is my opinion. That's all I got." And A, you guys can clip the hell out of it. B, I think it'd be fun to run through these, not like, speed date fast, but like just kind of get your gut. And then, someone want to chat about
30,
something, we'll just keep
30 second. Yeah, 30 to 45-second answer. Very short, sweet, to the point. And
I'm gonna do one of these too.
Oh gosh.
Oh
gosh.
Oh yeah.
Clip right.
That's actually really perfect.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Of course. But I mean, honestly, the first one I want to ask, Natalie, is when you were younger, just to set the stage, did you ever think that you would be in politics?
No.
Or even considering it? No?
Okay. So I laugh and I say no. I want to be completely transparent. I was class president for 3 out of my 4 years of high school. Okay.
Nerd. Unraveling.
Right. And the morning announcement girl, but also soccer captain and all the things. So, but no.
Sorry. Yelling in the window.
No, it was never anything that I aspired to. I would say first, because growing up, I felt like it was being well taken care of by people that were not me, right? And so it wasn't like, oh, I need to go change the world. And then I lived in Chicago and I lived in Las Vegas, and both places felt very felt progressive enough that it wasn't really on my radar.
Sure. Yeah. That I first off believe that those who should be in power are those who don't seek it, because it just gives you actual perspective on life instead of how can I win. And that is refreshing to hear. Because, man, there are people who are in it just for the title, just for the ability to park somewhere nice, or just for the ability to be mean to others.
That is what kills me the most, I think, is the folks that do get into power and don't use that power for good. They use it either for self-aggrandizing, self like to get wealthy, to your point, like even if it's just because you want the closest parking spot, like that is not why you should do this, because it is such a gigantic responsibility to make sure that you are taking care of the people that you're supposed to serve. And I mean, also to your point, and I hate saying this, but I always thought that there had to be like some level of narcissism necessary to want to hold political power. But then I look at the race that I'm in right now, the office that I'm running for, it's a very local. And so I'd like to think that those of us running for this are more about like community organization than any level of narcissism.
What's so funny that you say that, and I did not want to interrupt because I absolutely agree with your point there. I don't think it's narcissism. I think it's confidence. I think that's what you need to have. Now, sometimes it's easier to mask it in narcissism or forget that confidence can be a sword and that becomes a weapon. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those that if you can wield your confidence, it will be that feeling of narcissism, but in the sense of, hey, I deserve to be here. I'm good at this. I can help.
Yeah, and I think you make a very good point, is that what I think allows me to be quote unquote qualified for this is because I am good at taking care of people. I'm good at listening, and I'm good at problem solving. And I think that those 3 things are wonderful traits to have in elected leaders.
You are also taking the correct steps to learn the process to be able to grow in that type of role, because what separates somebody from first time running and president is experience. And
or it should be.
Oh God, you'd fucking hope. And what sucks, and here's a hot take that if you think I need to dig deeper, bury it deeper, let me know. But like, there was a part of me, what feels like eons ago, that was like, oh, sweet, someone who's not a politician's running. That's how I first looked at it forever ago. It feels like in a different time.
But that's how we got Ronald Reagan, and look where we are now.
I didn't think about that because I was a baby.
Yeah.
It was one of those like, oh, cool. Like somebody who shouldn't, only be doing this should learn.
Yeah, an outsider. They'll drain the swamp.
Yeah. Well, again, this was a fleeting thought I had, and then he descended an escalator. Like that's when it changed. So
nobody should be a career politician. Like I do believe that. I think that it's difficult because, especially at the local level, there's a level of like commitment and time, time that you need to put into it that is difficult for folks that have to work full time. Yep. And so you end up, especially at the local level, with, or here in Tennessee, a lot of older white guys that are like retired and then it's unfortunate because they keep winning because of name recognition or they've gotten cozy with folks that will put money into their campaign if they give stuff back, and
that name recognition goes a long way in multiple different facets. Some good.
Oh, for sure. So.
Got a comment here in the chat. Someone commenting, looking good, Nat. I'm privileged to have been a benefactor of your caring nature and some great problem solving. So got some kudos for your qualifications there in the chat.
Nice. Was that Vanessa?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought she might watch.
Anonymous.
She's taking real good care of me too. So, but that's the thing. And that's what I think is important too. And that's what I'm working really hard on right now is that relationship building piece, because that's also really important. There's so much collaboration that needs to happen to effectively get anything done. And that can only be, to me, that can only be done on like this level of like respect. And if you don't have those relationships, it's,
narcissism is thinking you could do it on your own. Confidence is knowing that you have the ability to ask people and problem solve to get it done. Like there's a split where it's like, if you think it's you, only you and no one else, like, you're not even close.
No way.
Like but what sucks is because we've had we went too far with, non-politician.
Oh my gosh, I can't even.
Went from only politician to non, and it's one of these like, okay, so like, what's the solve? A lottery? It's just random next? But like, no, the answer is you have to have people who are educated appropriately.
Well, and I think that's you make such a good point, Josh, because right now, and I think you were probably going to get here eventually, so I'll just like pre-answer your question.
Jump it.
Folks today are getting their information from so many different sources. So there are folks that are confident in the misinformation that they're getting. They don't realize that it's misinformation. And sometimes that is not done maliciously, but too often now it is being done maliciously. And so I think it's really important. And I don't know where we go from here when the trust in media has been so eroded, but we need to get to a point where there is truth. There's truth and there's lies, and it's tough. And so here, I mean, I'm running for local office. Okay. I'm running for county commission here in Wilson County, Tennessee. It is to be one of 25 people on this commission that makes decisions about how tax dollars are spent. And the fact that I have folks trolling my social media, asking me how I feel about kids using litter boxes in classrooms and men using women's restrooms. And I could talk to you about how I feel about all of that, but it's easier for me to say, like, you and I get our information from different sources. So this is something that might be extremely concerning to you, but it doesn't concern me at all because it's not happening.
Yeah. That is so smart, and such a, like, not only empathetic response, but like just recognition that we come from different angles, perspectives, everything. Sonder, the concept that every single person that's ever existed has gone through a life as detailed and varied as your own. Like, people absolutely forget that the other person that they're typing to is just as human as they are. It's because we don't see them anymore. You see a tiny little, profile, an icon, and it's distanced us too far from shared knowledge.
Other thing is that folks are so willing in this day and age to say things behind a keyboard that they would never to say to anybody in real life. And that's shameful too. And there's the part of me, like the fighter in me, that wants to engage and like prove you wrong and make you look like an asshole for even doing this. And then there's the part of me that's like, that's a total waste of my energy. And so I said, I don't think this is a really good use of either one of our time and energy. So you have a blessed day. And I'm done with this conversation.
Beautiful. Can I ask a weird pivot?
Yeah.
But it is still on track. Have you been tracking what TMZ has suggested people do around politicians lately?
So this is what I know, that they are now paying for stories about politicians, which I think is fantastic. Again, there's a level of privacy that I think all people are entitled to, but I also think that when you choose to put yourself in the public eye, then you're giving up a little bit of that. And so when you choose to do shitty things like, I don't know, steal or cheat or sexually harass your staff members until they light themselves on fire, like it should be brought to light and you should be shamed. And if this is something that does shame you, then you know that it was wrong and you chose to do it anyway. I like to think that it'd be difficult to shame me right now at this point of like where I am in life, because I try to choose good. And so I might, if I say something incorrectly or if I do something that hurts someone's feelings, certainly I will feel bad for doing it, but I never did it knowing that it was wrong. Does that make sense?
If you are then able to,
they know that they're wrong.
Grown. If you've proven you've grown, if you've proven that you understand it was a mistake, on to the next thing. Like, what are we, like, why are we trying to hold people that could do better for us down because we can? Like, it's, yes.
I know. It's hard. And it's really hard to not like oversaturate myself with what's happening in the world. But there's like this very fine line between like disconnecting to a point where my mental health is safe. And like, I'm very fond of saying, especially to my friends that are like, oh, I don't follow politics. I'm like, just because you don't know that it's happening doesn't mean it's not happening.
It's not
right?
Happening. Yeah.
So it's a super fine line. And then again, I'm running for local office. Like, certainly there are decisions that I can make with this body of people that I hope would have a positive enough impact to then have a ripple effect up to the national level. Like, I think, let's make sure that we that we have enough daycare facilities that are affordable, like maybe based on like income based. And in fact, that's a bill that's being worked on right now at the state level that I'm lucky enough to be friends with somebody that's working on it. So he's sort of keeping me in the loop. And I think to myself, like, that's really important, because if we make childcare affordable, that gives a leg up to households that only have one parent. And unfortunately, that is most of the time women, right? So single mothers, households that don't have, two parents. And that gives them the opportunity to then have the career that they want to, and it just that will have a ripple effect all the way up to the national level of politics. So it's little stuff like that that I know this work is super important, but I'm also not disillusioned. Like when people are like, well, what is your take on blah blah blah, and I'm like, does it matter? I'm just making sure that our teachers get raises when appropriate.
Yeah. Do you think that's happening here? Could you show me where? No? Great. I have other things.
Yeah.
Like that. I will. The only thing I think I'll disagree with everything that you just said, because I 1000% on board, is I do believe that local politics are more important than national politics, because more gets done on like a 400-to-1 basis when it comes to rules, decisions, and meetings. So that's more, not for you, but more for those listening that are just like, oh, well, what's the point of running local if I'm not going to be the president? Why would I go even do this? No. They listen to a couple laws every session. Those at the local level listen to hundreds, and so many that would negatively impact your life if no one listened to. Like, there is so much important action that happens at the local level that needs people that are educated on how to be problem solvers like yourself.
Well, and also, I mean, not to beat what is kind of a dead horse at this point, but you're from Michigan, like Flint, and the problem with the water there and everything that could have been thwarted at the local level.
Times. Yep.
So those things are super important. And that's why, again, it is very imperative to have folks in office that have empathy and don't really stand to gain anything personally or even professionally, right? Like I shouldn't be a real estate agent that is approving new housing developments that will include homes that I'm probably going to sell and make a lot of money off of.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And there are guardrails in place that try to make sure that doesn't happen. Like you have to disclose who your employer is, and you have to disclose, if you've ever taken a loan from a loan shark and things like this that might compromise you. But of course, there's a pretty wide space between the way that it's intended and the reality of it.
Let me just ask one more, just to continue off this on this thread. What else do you think people misconstrue about local government? Like, what's one thing that, if you could just really quick, everybody hear this, like, about the process of running in these positions?
So something that I have learned, and this might be unique. I don't think it's unique, but it could be unique to my specific situation, because I'm running in a county race. Within this county, there's 3 municipalities that each all have their own city council as well. And so there are a lot of things that I thought when I first got into this, like, well, this is something that I think is wrong and I can't wait to fix this. And I'm like, oh, wait, it's not that simple. That's actually something that the city is in charge of. And we at the county level might not have a say in that. But then I think to myself, all right, well, then all we have to do is like build these bridges between the county and the city elected officials and be more collaborative and compromising and cross-functional. So, but yeah, it was a little weird for me to be like, well, certainly we can make sure that, the roads are perfect over here. And people are like, no, that's the state or that's the city. And it's like, all right, I'm going to slow my roll. I mean, a big part of my campaign is just learning what is the responsibility of the council or of the commission, but also learning, like, there are things probably that could be decided instantly and unanimously. However, in order to not get like sued, you have to do studies and like there's a lot more that goes into decision making than just getting 25 people in a room to agree that this is quote unquote the right thing to do. That might be one of the most frustrating things if I am elected, when I am elected, that
thank
it
you,
really,
confidence.
yeah, bureaucracy and legislation, it's just not as simple as you would want it to be. Like, it should be like what's right and what's wrong, and there's just a lot more in it, which is frustrating and confusing.
Okay, well, on the hopes that, our Leslie Nope. No, I'm kidding. Actually, you know what? Do you think Parks and Rec helped people understand local government, or do you think that it added more to what you were saying? How it looks like it's easy, but man, there's layers.
No, I think anything that gets people questioning anything is a good thing. And so if that got some folks excited to participate, then it's important, and I'm glad that it happened.
Oh, perfect. What has been through the whole process? There's a whole lot of busy time, money, energy, focus, things that you need to kind of hone into a singular direction.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put all that, I'm not going to say negative things, but let's take all of like the grunt work out of the process of running. What's been the best part about running? What's been the most encouraging thing about this process that like you're like, oh shit, that's why I'm doing this?
Meeting the folks that I'm running beside and knocking on doors. So the way that we
No, that's so good.
It's so gratifying to knock on a door and say, do you know there's an important election coming up? Do you know that you have Democrats on the ballot to vote for? And to have folks say, like, there are Democrats here, and be like, not only are there, but again, the Wilson County Democratic Party did such a good job of activating a base and then recruiting folks to run. We have 30. Let me just put this in perspective. In 2022, the last time this office was up for grabs, there were 0 Democrats on the ballot.
Oh wow.
Yes. And now 24 of the 25 commissioner districts have a Democrat running every single school board race. And here there's a lot of school board races. We have somebody running for county mayor. It's like a huge deal. And so to get people, like, they hear that and they're so excited, and they're like, but wait a minute, I literally didn't think Democrats
existed in this area.
No, and seriously, and that's why I say, like, you asked, is it red? Is it more purple? Could it be blue? And I just think that the Republican Party at a national level, because of the money that's been put into it, have done a really fantastic job of making folks that are not Republicans think that their voice doesn't matter because there aren't enough of them. And it's so incredible to see that there are actually a lot of us, and whatever way this falls, like, I will never go back, right? Like, I will always be involved in this, and these people will always be like a really important part of my existence, and I've made some incredible friends.
Being a private individual is just as who is activated and working with local government is just as important as actually having the position, because that's that first level of like the reason there is this governing body of 25 individuals is because they weren't there. You know how much stuff we get. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Territory where it's like, I'm so glad that competent individuals that have a nonpartisan, like, let's fucking problem solve and do what's best for us is running. That's what it should be everywhere.
Another huge reason why I decided that, like, yes, this is something that I should do is because I felt like there wasn't enough transparency or like open communication. I think it's important that folks know what's happening, why it's happening, how it's happening, and are there ways for people to know that here? Yes, there are. But does it require going to a website and clicking here and then digging around here and all those things? Yeah, I just want it all to be at the surface and just say, this is what's happening. What are your thoughts on this? I want to make sure you know that it's happening. I want you to make sure you know when it's happening. And so I keep saying that no matter what happens, whether we win all 24 seats that we are up for in the commission or we win 0 of them, what we've done is put like a spotlight on things that were happening in the shadows. And whether that was on purpose, maliciously, or just because nobody cared enough to sort of like look behind the curtain and make it a little bit more accessible. Now it is. And I think that's really important.
That's, oh my God. Natalie, when you're done, you know, once you've won and you've got a couple of weeks under your belt and you're, you know, killing it, and AOC's called you to congratulate, and we're all like, really like, hang. Will you then just please FaceTime my mom for like 20 minutes and just be like, hey, I know you're about to retire, but like, you can keep doing good and at a way easier schedule than a teacher.
Yes. Oh gosh. And don't like
Man.
teachers are incredible. They do not get paid enough for what they do, especially in this day and age. But yeah, I think that's also like a really good transition for a retired teacher to go into local
Yes.
politics because they're really good at de-escalating.
Good at de-escalating, good at getting into what the actual problem is. This is
Great
literally my mom's job
listeners.
right now.
Yeah.
Great listeners. Has actually graduated. There was a time where, you know, as an individual who was analog once and now digital, I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to teach my mom everything and, you know, pop culture, digital. She, as someone who is grown with the kids that have to also grow with
Oh yeah,
this,
that's a really great point.
teachers
Yeah.
are so much more cued into technology, trends, slang, than quite literally any other.
And they're patient, like
Oh, wow.
patient, which is necessary. Which is necessary when you are
common language to get shit quickly done.
Yes. Yeah. But your mom can call me
so
anytime. She knows that.
Perfect. No. She needs to be pushed into it.
All right. I'm great
like,
at coercion. So you just
yes. That is also a skill a politician needs. It's using it for good, people. That's the issue.
Absolutely.
Right now. Come on.
Yes.
Stay with me. Come on. Derek's like, I gotta cut that. No, we gotta cut. We gotta go. Oh no.
I am also big on consent. We just need to throw that out there as well. Okay.
Duh. Kidding. All right. You want to do some speed run? Like,
yeah.
Not Bechdel test. What's the Rorschach test level?
Oh.
Just give me like
you
one
say the
sentence.
first word.
Oh no. Okay.
No. Give me like a sentence of why, or it can just be one word.
Okay.
Just be one word. Why are you running?
Fairness.
What matters most to you about District 23?
Oh, the community, neighbors, it's the people.
Why are people so disconnected with local politics?
Lack of transparency.
What do you hope people feel after meeting you?
Seen and heard.
What do you want voters to know most about you?
I think something that is very important for everyone to realize, again, because this has become a partisan race, is that whomever is elected, they don't only serve one part of the community. They don't only serve their side of the community.
Yes,
and so,
the whole.
Yeah. And there are going to be times where I realize that what my neighbors and my community want might not be what I personally want, but it's not about me. It's about making sure that that they're heard and that they feel seen and represented. I'm not just representing the D's. I'm representing 7,156 residents of District 23.
That's I'm so glad that was longer than one word answer. No, because that's that
PR training's paying off.
That needs to be ingrained into most people who runs. Reminder every day. Look in the mirror. Say that shit because
she's good at that.
People.
She's so good.
You're there for the we, not the me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a couple more first answer questions and then questions for the county commissioner. what would it be called? Derek would then be the first
Como?
gentleman, the county commissioner general.
He's totally a first gentleman, but he's also like
first gentleman.
the chief technical officer of my campaign.
CTO,
like he's all the
first
things.
gens, you know, cultural attaché. We'll get
DEI hire. They call me.
That's hilarious. Because you guys are married. All right. Best trail snack, campaign trail.
Oh, well, I'm does an energy drink count as a snack?
Yeah.
I'm a big Monster person. So
red, green can Monster?
Not original Monster. I really like the Rehab iced tea lemonade, or I'm getting really into, there's a new zero flavor that's guava that I'm like obsessed with.
It's got the green and pink kind of can, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. I like a good energy drink. And then as far as snacking, I mean, I always have like Keebler peanut butter crackers at arm's length. I think those are good. Oh, combos. I do love a good combo. Mostly though, I mean, can you buy them outside of an airport?
Combos, yeah, gas station, baby.
Really? Usually that's reserved for Bugles.
Bugles very gas station.
That's
worthy.
Fair. I also
fried potatoes.
I'm a big I love Swedish fish.
So good. So good.
Great.
Wait, Derek, do you hate Swedish fish? Is that what that was?
No, I like Swedish fish. Great gummy candy.
You had a big reaction.
No, it's good. It's good candy. Quality candy.
Here's the thing though, and here's a lesson that I've learned over and over again, and I don't retain the lesson learned, is that you should not eat gummy candy until you're full. And I do that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a good meal.
It's Swedish fish, and then those orange slice candies, those I will can't stop eating, and then all of a sudden I'm full, and I'm like, this is a bad full.
Yeah. God, that would have saved me 80 pounds.
Yeah.
I have some real shit in my head.
I was eating, my mom gave Derek and I a really nice Easter basket. They were out here visiting the weekend before Easter. And one of the things that was in it was a big bag of Ghirardelli, rabbits. And so there were 4 different kinds. My favorite are the dark chocolate sea salt caramel ones. All right. Yeah. And I pulled them out. We were watching TV. We were binging something. And finally I go, Derek, you need to take this bag away from me. And he's like, okay. And he grabbed the bag and he looked at my pile of wrappers and he literally, he goes, oh, gasped. And I'm like, look, just get away.
They're thins. Don't even worry about it. 3 of them equals a normal one. No, I'm kidding.
Which is, and I don't have a sweet tooth. I rarely crave things that are sweet, but for I don't know. It's hard to stop.
It's so good.
You're very seasonal candy focused.
I am. I am a seasonal candy person. I think because I like things that I can't get all the time.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I don't have the caramel candy apple sucker until it's fall. Candy corn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I see them on the shelf all the time. I know how good they are, but I'm no, it's not time.
You're I will not eat a pumpkin spice cowtail until I see the first leaf change.
The first.
I don't like those ones.
Changing the leaves. I won't.
Those ones are tough.
I know we're about to get to hot season. Lizzie brought me some watermelon. That's one of those. Oh, that's a seasonal. For me.
Would you ever put the tahini on it?
I don't. I never got into tahini. I don't know what it is. You know when it's there's a flavor that's one step too far or something you like?
That's fair.
You know, I'll find it most often when I'm eating chocolate that has booze in it. I'm man, this chocolate's good. Oh, booze. It's that could have been great.
Or a candy liqueur thing?
Have you had...
it tastes so good. Oh, it's too much. I don't like it.
Ethel M chocolates in Henderson. Did you ever go there when you lived there, Ethel M? It's this. It's so good. It's this chocolate company, and they're their headquarters is there, their factory is there, and they make seasonally eggnog, like chocolate covered eggnog candies that do have, I think, either rum or bourbon in them. They're so good.
One near me. Closes soon, 9 p.m. All right, guys, I gotta go. No, actually,
they have one of the stores. Yeah, quality store.
One of the stores right down the street.
Cool. You don't have
Right
to
down the
donate to my
street.
campaign, Josh. You just have to send me some FLM chocolate.
No, please don't put shipping on my to-do list.
Okay,
I
fair.
have tomato juice that Ryan bought for you pre-pandemic on my booze card. I will take a photo of it after the show. I'm so sorry.
But,
somehow shipping escapes me.
Because
I
you won.
never wanted to do it for a job.
That was your prize, remember?
Yes.
I still have it. It's in pristine condition. It's on the top of the booze cart.
It's all good.
Derek, I was supposed to send this to you. Remember when I almost died in Mexico? Like that's
I
bought this.
Well, that's for Brian. I mean,
shit.
Brad. I mean Ryan.
Boat meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need that.
I bought. Yeah.
Sugar skulls are with jet ski.
I'll ship it to him one day. Sure.
It's more fun this way. It gives us a reason to come visit.
Yay. Yeah. I have another reason for you guys to come visit, but I will text you off show.
Fair.
Derek, can we switch to you for a hot sec?
Say that again.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? As someone
Sure.
who is adjacent to a politician, because this is stuff that, like, I think, Mom and Dan are going to listen to this, so this is an easy one. Like, this is shit that Dan has to consider when my mom is inevitably going to run. Like, I mean this in the way that my mom has been the president of the MSSW, the Michigan Society of Social Workers, for many years. As retiring, has just recently handed off this role in politics, and she's like, "Nah, like I don't think I can." I was like, "That's why you need to," and it doesn't need to be huge. It could be local in the town that you're living in, and that's it. But Derek, this is stuff that would then impact Dan when my mom inevitably runs. Stuff that's like adjacent to, let's pretend that tomorrow, because Natalie's gonna win this role and then she's gonna get the next, but then tomorrow she becomes state senator nominee.
Oh, I mean,
when that happens,
okay,
you're gonna have people who go, what was I'm sorry,
want to fill my coffers with cash.
What was Doug's last name? What was Kamala's last name?
Emhoff.
Doug Emhoff. There's gonna be a Derek Flores bobblehead. Like there's a Doug Emhoff museum.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm
at some point there's that adjacent of, you also need to consider your public personality. I know we stream all this time, but there's a time that we had a couple hundred people watching us regularly.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I'm
always
in
good.
the public eye regularly, because
we're I think that when I go in
circuit, Ryan is currently doing a big thing. You and I are working on a project. Stuff's happening, but this is first gentleman questions, if you don't mind.
Look, I treat everybody with respect and kindness. So
great.
It's been really fun.
Derek.
Yes.
What's the worst part about your wife working in politics? You're probably getting hounded like questions of this all the time. People be, she wears the pants. She's running for senator.
I don't know. I haven't really had any negative. I don't have anything negative to say about it. I think it's been a good learning experience for me. I think it's been a good learning experience for her. I'm sure that maybe it'll get something will annoy me. Like, I guess that was one thing, just because I'm not good with like Illustrator, like vector files. Like I tried to build this thing from scratch and like really took me a while, but that's it. Like that was like the only thing. And that was me just not doing what I know how to do. I tried this new way. It's like, what am I doing? Took a long time, and I did, and it was all busted up too. So I'm like, I'll just do it on something else. And that was fine. That was a little bit of a learning, but tried to be.
Overshot the Doug. We overshot the Doug, and now I'm curious if I should leave. No, I'm kidding. I mean, Derek, from your perspective, what are you excited about? Like, this is awesome. This is a whole new adventure into like a different perspective of your relationship to politics. Shit that we talk about like every.
I think I'm just so proud.
Are you excited? Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm just so proud. Like, there's always like you guys have been talking about it, where you can make a difference in local government, and especially if you know what you're talking about and you educate on, like, okay, we know exactly what a county commissioner does. Like, I think that's a first great step to helping our neighbors that we have come to care about so much. So I'm really excited about just continuing the campaign. And today I went and didn't get to talk to too many people, but was able to hand out literature about early
Knock on some
voting and
doors. Hell yeah.
knock on some doors, and was just, I'm excited. That was cool. I was like, yeah, just tell me she's like, oh, what do you want this? I was like, no, where do you want me to go? I'll just go do it. That's going to be the easiest thing. And boom, I got it all situated. Bip. And it was good talking to people. I enjoy talking to people. So when I do get to, it's fun, and meeting people here, because all the people that we've been talking to, they want to, you mentioned it earlier, they want to have an option. They want to have a choice, and they want, just to know that, hey, now I can get a hold of this person. Like, that's cool.
I didn't know there's
shoot.
a Democrat in my neighborhood.
Yeah. So I think that's been really cool. And so I'm excited. I'm just excited every day, because there's always something cool that I get to do with helping other candidates or helping her do something. So it's been fun.
He's been really helpful with other candidates. Like, something that we've talked about with like all of the candidates that are running for commission and some other offices as well on the Democratic side is like, we all come to the table with like a very diverse set of skills.
Sweet.
And so we're helping each other out with as many things as possible. So Derek is he's good at apparel, and so he's making sure that everybody that wants shirts with their logos on it are getting shirts with their logos on it, and that's like a big thing. Cool. It's nice to have somebody that you can trust and not like, don't get me wrong, I love Vistaprint, like they come through in a clutch always, but I mean,
local businesses to help.
And Derek is a very beloved part of this whole process.
I mean, duh. Look at the guy.
You're too kind.
You're too
kind. You're too kind. Somebody slamming shit around over here. Speaking of neighbors, what the hell's going on?
Come on, Nabes. Have you noticed, Natalie, correct me if I'm wrong, and we can dig into how far back some other time, but when UCB came to Zappos to teach improv 1 and 2, didn't you take those classes with me? Didn't we take those together at one point?
I didn't actually. Who am I thinking? My improv background is Second City in Chicago. That's why I moved there.
Yes.
So I loved going through their conservatory program. I loved performing on one of their smaller stages, and I learned so much doing it.
Oh yeah.
That
active listening.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. But being at Zappos and being on the same team as Vanessa Lawson at one point, who is like this big, huge personality, my skill in improv comes, I don't have to be the funny one. I don't have to be the loud one. Like I say all the time, if you're going to be an improviser, you have to be willing to be the tree in the background. And so many folks that get on stage, like, aren't willing to be the tree. And so that makes it, I don't like that sort of dynamic. And so usually in a corporate setting, I like remove myself from any kind of like team building involving improvisation. Yeah.
It was some. Okay, wait, hold on. No, I can't be on middle. We're switching up angles, so we have all different sorts of edits and cuts. That's so fun. Okay, there was another individual that is a friend of the three of ours that I was just like, I took the improv with and was like, oh, that'd be so good. And naturally, I thought it was you, as someone who.
Yes, you might have seen me starring in the Vagina Monologue circa 2014.
Possibly.
At the Imagine Theater.
Oh shit, maybe. Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on.
I mean, maybe that was really fun.
Yeah, that would be my first year working at 6 p.m. That's hilarious.
Did
I tell
you?
Derek all the time.
So you were never in Henderson?
No. My first
Got it.
building was Stewart.
Ah, the good old days.
700.
Very good.
That was a very fun office.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I think one of the things I think you guys are going to find a ton of, and the small amount of politics that I've gotten to work with, the amount of improv that I had to do was exponentially higher than any other business, profession, job, work that I've ever done. And I've been like, I public fucking speak for a long part of my career. Like that was politicians and improv. So good.
I joke that because my undergraduate degree is in theater. And so right now I have like contemporaries whose children are like choosing college majors and things like that. And I'm always like, do you want me to talk to them about how successful you can be as a theater major? And I say it kind of as a joke, but it's true. When you have that improv background, when you have a theater background, you can sort of be in any type of situation and it's fine. Like throw me in any type of situation. I will find something that you have to do in improv is kind of find commonality so that everybody's moving in the same direction. And so throw me in a room of 700 people that I don't know. I will find something in common with each individual that I have to speak with, because that's the only way that you move forward. Right. So, I joke a lot about like, look at me with my theater degree, but it is very valuable. It teaches you a lot of pretty translatable skills.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's awesome. See, we need more comedians in office. We need more improvisers.
We did Arnold Schwarzenegger count? Like, would you consider him a comedian?
I mean,
more comedic than dramatic. Action doesn't count. Action counts as
action.
I don't know. True Lies was hilarious.
True Lies was very funny.
And also, what's the Christmas one?
Jingle All the Way. We love that.
Jingle All the Way. I mean, come on.
Jeez.
So good.
Phil Hartman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, bless up.
Bless up. I have a Phil Hartman doll over there in the shape in his Simpsons form. Derek, what did I miss? I mean, when we think of like people who deserve it, you should receive politics. I think nepotism should be.
Yeah, you're too far away from the mic, Josh.
Sorry.
You're getting all passionate and leaning back.
I'm trying not to yell at the same time too.
That's fair.
But there are. I was also trying to match our head sizes.
I
was way closer, and I was like, "Oh, I look like a giant."
That's how I usually am in pictures with me and Derek. I'm like, you got to get in the front, babe. Otherwise, I'm like ahead.
I'm huge.
Yeah,
it's like a orange on a toothpick.
Yeah. I like that we color coordinated appropriately, accidentally even.
I was going to ask though, I noticed you're wearing the banana shirt, and did you do that for me specifically, or
I did not. Why? I mean, Dirty Monkeys is the last.
Well, true, which some of my favorite memories, but no, I'm like a black coffee drinker. When I was growing up, like in high school, and we would go to the Dunkin' Donuts every single Wednesday before school. I would get like light and extra sweet, but then I went to college and I was making my own coffee, like in my apartment, and like we never had milk in the fridge. Yeah. Nobody in college has milk in their fridge. Yeah. So I started drinking coffee black, and my dad drinks his coffee black. And so from then on, I always drink my coffee black. However, Dunkin' Donuts right now, their like LTO flavor of the spring is banana. And so I built a coffee for myself a couple days ago that was a cold brew with 1 pump of mocha syrup and then banana cold foam. And it is like to die for, and I'm obsessed with it, and I want to have like 3 a day. It's so good.
I love that banana cold foam. There's a spot that just opened down the street from us. We have somehow lucked out every time that like we walk in, there's no one there, and by the time we order, there's a line back out the door, and it's for that exact thing. It's that banana foam on top of a matcha, on top of a coffee, on top. And you can eat it too. You're like literally taking a bite out of it.
It's so good.
So
Yeah.
no, I didn't. But now I'm.
You've
gonna
been
think
telling
of
everybody
that.
about that
It's
drink.
good. Hey,
Yes.
hey. We spend a lot of money on processed foods and the
Yeah.
development and R&D. That when there's a breakthrough like that, mango dragon fruit, that doesn't exist. I don't know what Starbucks and who they paid to get that shit. But like, there's a lawsuit about it recently. That's why they don't have mango dragon fruit drink anymore.
Oh,
Swear to God,
interesting.
it's now mango, something else, strawberry. Like there's no dragon fruit in it. But when there's a breakthrough like banana foam, Derek, you have to let us have this.
No, I'm
There
just
are too many
like,
things
but
wrong with the world.
it's just like everybody that we've talked to in person.
Banana foam. Try it, because the next time you see me,
Did you tell Paige today?
Maybe no, I think I have. Here's the thing.
'Cause
I've been telling people
Okay,
because
hold
it's
on.
a limited time only. And there's nothing worse than finding out about something that you might love after it's gone.
Oh, this is dangerous. Hey, Derek, just quick sidebar. I think
Oh,
if I
nice
speak
hat.
quietly, I think if I oh, that's really I want one of those. This is just for Derek. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I
speak
can hear you.
in that man tone that Natalie can't listen to.
Oh. Hey, yeah, grown.
Oh, you have to make sure that she doesn't get big money from Dole. I feel like this banana we might have found her weakness. If she starts just getting pallets of banana delivered for some
Oh boy.
reason, and she's like, nah, and then you look at the bank card and then there's nothing.
Yeah, that's big
We
banana. You
lost
don't
her
No
to
want the
packs.
Dole.
Dole.
No
We lost
packs,
her to
no
Dole.
corporations, grassroots all the way.
Yep,
Sorry, that clip is just for me. That was
that was pretty funny. They're like,
big Dole money.
you want that? That's like, you know who's? We'll talk about this after Natalie's off, because then we don't want to sully your campaign with Dole bashing.
Dude,
Fair.
no, we're gonna Dole bash right now.
And
Wait,
I
hold on.
do, speaking of like man speak, I do want to let you guys get on with your evening. Do you have any final like burning questions for me?
Hundreds. However, I think the one that I really, really want is if Big Dole were to come, how much would they have to offer you? Just be like, fuck
I
it,
can't be
move
bought.
in, take over. Okay, perfect, easy.
Okay, let me actually, I to get a little bit serious. So I told you that there are certain endorsements that I was not seeking out, and there are certain endorsements
wrong one.
that.
Sorry.
Yep. Oh, there are certain organizations that did reach out saying that we would love for you to apply for a specific endorsement, and one of them was a women's organization, and one of their questions was like, how are you going to handle when you have to make a decision that's against the best interest of your constituents? And my answer, and it might have been too simple, was like, that simply won't happen, because I will never go against what I think is the best for my community, like no matter what kind of pressure. Like you cannot, I suppose if they had Derek tied up in a trunk and it was like a life or
You
death.
just call me,
right?
call Ryan, call Matt. That's easy. We can take care of that shit.
But and that's the thing, like there's not like we live a very comfortable and simple life, and I don't want differently. Like would it be nice to go like on more vacations? Of course, but like I'm not going to compromise my integrity or the needs of my community for that.
Perfect. Not only that, but it's just like what the role of politician should strive for.
It would be simpler times right now, that's for sure.
Natalie, you have the entire Weaver Spellman household, family, multiple extended support. I cannot speak highly enough of you. I wouldn't spend large portions of my life knowing your husband and talking to him as often as if they were like not, you know what I mean? Like I can't support you enough in not only that, like as someone who literally was looking for like little, like I've been on the other side of the money and been able to see how it's used, and I did my best to use it accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be loud, and that's why I wasn't asked back. Simple as that. And there's stuff where it's like, please continue to push other individuals to understand that it can be that easy. Just be like, no, I'm not going to. This is why I'm doing this. That's it. Like, it can be that easy. Just speak up. Ask for help.
Working on it, chipping away, baby steps. And it is baby steps. Like, it's baby steps, and then it's also sticking with it because, again, and we touched upon this at the very beginning of this, but regardless of whether I'm elected or I'm not elected, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not letting
community.
Yeah. And I'm already too deep. Like, I care too much. And I currently don't have any authority or anything like that. So it's, if I don't get elected, nothing changes. If I do get elected, hey, cool. Now I have a little bit of extra like juice, but they're stuck with me.
Yeah. I'm be loud in the crowd either way.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Well, I am probably going to go directly to bed.
Yeah, take time on your sleep schedule. All
good. All good. It is a busy day tomorrow. That's another thing. Like, there's a lot going on. So there's like a rally that I'm going to help set up for tomorrow, and then stay for a teeny tiny bit because then I have to come home and change and scoop up Derek and go to another candidate's official launch party. And so there's a lot going on the weekends. Sunday.
What else is going on?
And the Nuggets game one. Nuggets game one. Very important.
Versus who?
The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm calling it right now. Nuggets champions. They're going to sweep every series they're in. So it's going to be 16-0 and holding the trophy.
Damn. I hope you're right. That would be awesome. I mean, the way they're playing, they're back. They're back, baby.
I do love them. I never thought I could love an NBA team, and the gentlemen that are on the roster for the Nuggets right now are just the best guys.
I don't know how Kelsey got my number, but like, I think they're trying to get to you.
Uh-oh.
My phone's just going out. They're trying
the poly market's blowing up over here.
No.
Yeah, you better go bet them. But yeah, I think they won the last 12 games of the season in a row. They're on fire at the right time.
And now they're rested and ready to rock and roll, which I will be because I'm going to bed right now. So thank you guys.
Wonderful.
So much.
Thanks for coming on the Pirate Radio Show. We'll have you on probably never again. But we love you. And
That's fair.
We'll see you.
That's fair. Don't forget to give equal airtime to my opponent. I'll make sure you get his information.
Oh yeah, we'll shoot him in
show.
email.
Would love to interview him.
Okay.
If there's anyone else that wants to practice interviewing, share our info.
Absolutely. I hope some of them watch tonight, but I'll let them know.
Send them a link.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Night.
Cool. Good job. That was fun.
Wonderful lady.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I think, like when I looked at it most of the time, it looked like, I know it looked on here. I was like, ugh. So I saw it was like that. I was like, ugh. But then I went and looked. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm on my cell phone.
And once it processes and all that, exactly. Once it processes and goes, then you can download it and use all the fuck you want.
But yeah, I thought there was some really good, like, just right. I mean, she did good.
Yeah.
And exactly what
we had.
You better believe that's a pattern.
I was gonna